Molly, Chris Christie also did something else this week that was a little extraordinary. He had a slumber party at Mitt Romney's house with Marco Rubio. Stayed up all night playing air hockey. They didn't do that. How do you know? What role does
I bet you he has an air hockey table.
What role does Mitt Romney play? He spoke out against Donald Trump. All the candidates, Jeb Bush is going to be seeing it. What role is he playing in this?
You know, it's very interesting to look at sort of the long arc of Mitt Romney since 2012 becoming a sort of elder statesman of the party. And I think a lot of us expected him to kind of disappear after he lost that election, go back to his private life where he certainly is very comfortable and it seemed like he didn't really like the spotlight as a candidate. And yet he campaigned so aggressively for candidates, earned himself so much goodwill in 2014 in the midterms. Since then, he's really been a leader for the party in sort of saying the things that sort of the establishment Republicans believe and that candidates appear afraid to say. He was the first one to come out strongly against the Confederate flag, and it was after that that a lot of candidates felt emboldened to say, me too. And I think we're seeing that with Trump too. He came out and said, no, we don't like this, this is wrong, and then a lot of the candidates followed him. So on the one hand, it's an indictment of sort of the other candidates and not really showing leadership on some of these issues, these very toxic issues for the party. But on the other hand, I think it's very interesting and surprising that Romney's become such an elder statesman.
And he cemented his new role with that Confederate flag comment. It was so obvious that that's where things were headed, and it was such a missed opportunity for these other candidates. And they haven't even really said, me too. A lot of what they said is more, as we heard earlier, sort of mealy-mouthed than that. So he's playing kingmaker with the slumber party now, and then this week seeing Jeb Bush at the family compound in Kennebunk.